Marvel fans, it's your boy Armand here for E equals MCU. And word in these internet streets is She-Hulk ain't doing so well, people. It's been a couple reports over the last couple weeks. Actually, I'm gonna go over a couple of these here, but the latest one being from Casey Walsh on Twitter, as you can see above there, says that She-Hulk is getting delayed. He says no, but I wouldn't be surprised. My source has mentioned that there are delays in the VFX, and at times there have been delays in VFX multiple times, and it's a bottleneck right now, whatever that means. I don't know. I think that basically that's just him saying that they're trying to squeeze too much into too small of a window. So that could mean delays. Now let's kind of go over this story and see what that points to, because they have had some problems here. Now, first, before this was reported, it came that they had multiple problems behind the scenes on this show. So let's get into that article first. Okay, it says the series will have 10 episodes, which was news to me, and I like that, and be more akin to a sitcom more than anything the MCU has done before. So they're kind of teetering with how WandaVision started off. Now, sadly, however, new rumors have indicated that there may be some problems brewing behind the scenes. All right, during an installment of The Hot Mic with Jeff and John, industry insider Jeff Sneider, who has written for outlets such as Variety and Collider, shared that Marvel Studios may have run into some creative issues with the She-Hulk Disney Plus series during the post-production process. Sneider revealed that not only has he heard that She-Hulk series is not shaping up to be very good, but also has heard it more than once. When speaking with him, and his sources specifically mentioned how they also hear that She-Hulk is the one that could be a problem out of all the upcoming Disney Plus series. Now, this is a direct quote from him. I've heard not good things behind the scenes, and I've asked whether it's Moon Knight or Miss Marvel or Secret Invasion or any of these projects. They are always like, She-Hulk is the one that could be a problem. Then he quickly clarifies, however, that these sentiments could be exactly how the people making Guardians of the Galaxy felt, a project which went on to turn those obscure characters into household names. So then he quotes again, I've heard from people working on it, from people actually working on it, who are just like, we'll see. I think that's a lot of Marvel things, honestly, and you know where it's just like, this could be really stupid, like, we'll see. I'm sure people making Guardians of the Galaxy felt that way, right? And most of the time, Marvel pulls it out. But there will come a time when they won't. And that's just the laws of movie making, the law of numbers. Wow, that's an interesting quote right there, because I can see how you would feel like making Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, when you're on set, especially as an actor, sometimes you're doing stuff and you're like, this looks stupid. I feel stupid. But when you see the especially when you trust the creatives and you see the finished product, you usually are very happy with it. So, wow, yeah, okay. So, it goes on to say behind the scenes rumor, but this is not fact, and this is just a rumor. It's important to remember how these words don't write the series. Fate and Stone, She-Hulk could either be a perfect and fine as it is when it finally hits Disney Plus, or may not fully come together in a way that fans are hoping. Production involves a lot of moving pieces, and words can easily be misunderstood. Also, keep in mind that the crew members' words could be more of a reflection of their experience working on the project behind the scenes, and may not have anything to do with the quality of what they're working on. Though one has to admit, She-Hulk is a difficult concept to get right. The series will be Marvel Studios' first proper sitcom, one of Marvel Studios' President Kevin Feige's favorite genres, but one that MCU has only seen before with WandaVision. Then there's the fact that the literal Hulk will be doing lawyer work. Despite the character being a tricky one to adapt, Marvel has proven that they can make out their ideas feel convincing and compelling. Just look at the emotional narrative packed and and amongst the multiversal antics of Spider-Man No Way Home. So hopefully the upcoming Tatiana Maslany-led project will end up being more like Guardians of the Galaxy and less like Eternals, with its record-breaking Rotten Tomatoes score in mind. That's not fair. They're taking digs at Eternals, but whatever. So that's what they're saying is going on behind the scenes. And now with this recent news about there being a potential pushback, it was expected that She-Hulk would come out after Ms. Marvel to late summer, but then they also mentioned in this new article that we may be getting season 2 of What If, which premiered last summer around that same time. So I'm leaning more towards that's what's probably going to happen, and I'm thinking Secret Invasion's not coming until early 2023. That's about where I'm at with it. Now, in regards to those delays and what they're saying as far as with the VFX, it says here, another MCU pushed release date. There used to be a time when Marvel Studios set a premiere date and even a non-specific release window, and it wouldn't change. Sadly, this is something that has changed since the pandemic hit. From the rearrangement of the Phase 4 slate to pushing several projects 6 months or more, these massive shifts have happened more often than usual. Most recently, Ms. Marvel was pushed from 2021 to 2022, and Black Panther Wakanda Forever shifts from summer to the end of this year. While once these release dates almost never moved, now it's best to take a potential premiere date with a grain of salt. She-Hulk is no doubt a tricky one. Not only does the show likely have a plethora of intensive VFX shots, seeing as its lead is a Hulk, but there have been reports recently of complications behind the scenes. While most of those issues are purely rumors, it seems that at least something is happening behind the scenes, even if it's just some tricky CGI. So hopefully by the time the series lands, everything has been sorted out and fans will get the legal sitcom Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige dreams. And She-Hulk is set to hit Disney Plus at some point later this year. I have no doubt that it will come out later this year. If they move it back to November, it is what it is. Like I said, they have What If season 2 that may be already done, that they can just squeeze in there and fill out their time slots, and we'll have to see. But they are right. Ever since the Pandy, it has been a lot of delays and problems for Marvel Studios. Hopefully they can get all of that in line. I think this is going to be a tricky series because they're going to be breaking the fourth wall. They're going to be doing a sitcom, lawyer drama. How does Daredevil play into this? Because he should be in it, but the tone of this will be totally different than anything else he's done. With the rumors of him being an Echo as well, I have to think he's going to pop up in this as well. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? You think She-Hulk's in trouble? I have made a video before on the CGI that they had just for the little teaser. So if they're having even more problems than that, what do we think, Marvel fans? Let me know down in the comment section. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you think that this show is going to make its release date and if it will be worth it. Will it be any good? Till next time, I'm out.